year is winding down, and that brings with it the most important meets of the year in high school track and field. And one of the nation's best prep athletes is pole vaulter Allison Stokke from Newport Beach. Now, not only is she poised to become one of the best women's pole vaulters in prep history, she's also becoming quite popular off the track.
Look at your best athlete in your high school, when you were in high school. She's twice what they are.
Allison Stokke is just 18 years old, and already wonderful things are being predicted for her future.
I think she could have the world record, definitely. And she has the work and the drive to get there, so if she just keeps doing what she's done for the last 4 years, there's no doubt in my mind that she will eventually get there.
And there's a reason such bold statements are being made about the Newport Harbor senior. You see, her career is the stuff that dreams are made of.
As a freshman, I broke the national freshman record. I think it was 12.6 before, and I broke it at 12.8. And then my sophomore year, I broke the national sophomore record at 13.5 3/4.
And that success has continued into her final high school year. Just last month, she set a new personal record, clearing 13 feet 7 inches. That's the second best mark in the nation for high schoolers and just a few inches off the prep national record. And to think about it, it all started during Allison's freshman year when a friend of hers bragged about vaulting over the diesel.
When my friend actually came up to me, she was showing off like, oh, I can jump over Shaq now, and it's just jump like 6'5", 6'6", or however tall he is, 7. But that just sounded like a big challenge.
And with that challenge in front of her, Allison didn't struggle through the learning process like most. She went from a pole vaulting novice in the fall to winning the state meet just months later as a freshman.
She came out, and I think she was jumping around 10 feet when I first started coaching her, and then within a couple weeks she was already at like 11, 11.6, and starting to see like a lot of the potential, and then other people started to see her potential at the track meet. Just kept, jumping higher and higher.
And with her success in vaulting, Allison has created quite a stir with the general public. A Google search of her name turns up almost 200,000 hits, including 2 unofficial fan clubs that have popped up in recent months. But for now, her focus is squarely on clearing the bar. And with only a few weeks left in her high school career, Allison is gunning for one more record she has yet to break.
I know I can jump a lot higher than I have this year, so definitely jump in the 14 range. Hopefully I can get the national record, and so once I get everything put together, it hopefully should come.
Wow, that's incredible, isn't she? Yesterday, Allison won the CIF Southern Section Masters meet with a vault of 13 feet 3.5 inches. That's just a few inches off her personal best record and 6.5 inches off the prep national record, which she's going to beat. We all know that. Next up is the California State meet next weekend in Sacramento, and in the fall she will be attending Cal. When she goes to Cal, and she's so smart, and she's so pretty, and she's a great athlete, and I just say, you go, girl, because that's just what she's going to do.
Well, I tell you what, pole vaulting takes everything. Mm-hmm. First of all, to be a good pole vaulter, one, you have to have speed, because you have to generate enough speed to get yourself vaulted. Then you have to have the upper body strength to get over the bar, and then you have to just have a certain coordination to get over that bar. So there are so many elements in becoming a pole vaulter, and like they said, she was a novice, and then literally within months, she's already winning meets. So you could just say that she just has the natural gifts necessary to be a great pole vaulter. So it's always exciting. I used to love going out to the state high school meet. I've been to several of those back in the past. If I ever had a chance again to go out, it's always great, especially the state meet where you see all the best of the California state athletes. A lot of them down the road are going to become Olympians. And you can say, I saw them back when they were in high school. And obviously Allison is one of those. Someday, she's going to be in the Olympic Games.
Oh, absolutely. Here's another example of why I always say we have not only the best sports in Southern California, right here in our area, we have the best sports in the country. We have some of the best athletes in the country that are right here in our area that live. Here's a perfect example of that.
We also have the best looking athletes. You notice that? We have beautiful people in California.
Oh, yeah.
It all works, and that's the whole package. That's the whole thing. We've been talking a lot about, these women athletes and all the advances. I have so many of them on the radio show, and a lot of them are beautiful women. They're recognized for their great beauty. I said, are you bothered by that? And they say, no, absolutely not. We want to prove that you can be every bit the beautiful woman and a great athlete as well.
So how does Vic and Michael Thompson feel about that?
Well, they're not as open-minded as I am, and I'll ask these girls. Well, we had on Natalie Coughlin, the great swimmer, great Olympian, and she was recognized as one of the hottest women. And so I said, does that bother you? She goes, no, I think it's a great compliment.
And it doesn't bother me, don't you?